Hi, I'm Michael. This is the Echo World's YouTube channel, Magical Extras. Sophia and I are kind of going back and forth week to week. This week, the news has kind of overtaken me. I think it's kind of overtaken everyone. I think the coronavirus has stolen the news from Donald Trump, and he stole the news from everybody else since he's been president. So I want to talk about things like fear, the power of love and laughter, and priorities, and health, fear. The media sells fear. Not all media, the Echo World magazine doesn't, but in general, fear and bad news sells. The coronavirus fits right in there. It's flu. I think the statistic is 4 out of every 1,000 people who get it die. Well, I'm not in a hurry to die, and I'm sure most of you aren't either. But I've watched people in my life kill themselves out of fear. Fear is really the big enemy here. Our minds, our spirits, our emotions, our brains, our bodies, we have a certain amount of control. And if we fall into fear, we lose that control. We lose that joy of life. I've been telling people for years, like a lot of other people, to hold down their exposure to the news. Presently, today, Italy is restricting all travel and meetings, and Japan is thinking about declaring a state of emergency. The stock market is doing very bad things, and the apocalypse prophets are everywhere. I don't think we have to be stupid. Washing our hands is good. Not going out in public any more than we have to. Probably wise at this point in time. If we get sick, treating it like a flu, not fearing that you're going to die, taking care of your health. Silly little things. We all know vitamin C is good. We don't all know, but oregano oil, extremely good. A few drops of oregano oil, uh, once or twice a day, 3 times a day, optimal, of course, very good. Talking to your body, talking to your DNA. Seriously, it sounds silly, but it works. I am healthy. I want to be healthy. If I'm sick, I want to heal fast. If there's a lesson to be learned, I want to learn the lesson from the sickness. I want to recoup. I want to live a happy, love-filled, meaningful life. I want to focus on what's good in my life. Negativity takes over. Oh, sure, there's a lot of negativity in the world. But whenever possible, taking it with a grain of salt really goes a long way. Was it Dr. Simons? I might be getting the name wrong, but there was a famous doctor who was diagnosed with cancer. This is documented. I should have looked it up before I did the recording. I didn't. What he did was rent, because back then it was renting. I guess now it's sort of renting, but differently. Every video he could that he remembered made him laugh. And he went to his room and he came out to get juice and water and soup and whatever he needed. And he watched these videos for days and he laughed and laughed and laughed. And do you know this doctor cured himself from cancer? And this therapy has been used quite a bit to help a lot of people heal from a lot of things. I'm still working at my age, laughing at myself in the world. I take them a little too seriously. But when I can laugh, they're much more fun. Laughing at the coronavirus. I don't know if we can go that far because there's people suffering and dying. And the world as we know it isn't functioning as we expected it to. But don't spend hours watching the media. Distract yourself. Uh, Work is good. Family is good. Friends and loved ones are good. Something creative, a good book, a good movie. Distract yourself. Don't fall into fear. There's a saying, prepare for the worst, expect the best. I think that's good advice. I mean, I don't think you have to have 3 months worth of food in your house or toilet paper enough to wipe a herd of elephants. But I do think, if we just say, okay, so if this happens, what do I do? If this happens, what do I do? So you think about that. But then you expect the best. I'm probably not going to get sick. If I get sick, I'm probably going to get well sooner. I'm going to take all the actions I can to stay healthy and to return to health if I fall out of it. That's good thinking. That's positive thinking. It's the same with all negativity. Yesterday morning, we had a disagreement with the printer of the Echo World, and they thought we owed them a ton of money that Sophia and I were very sure we didn't. I had to really pull myself out of a near panic mode. Um, what if my accounting's wrong? What if I miss payments? What if, oh no, what are we going to do? This will put us out of business. We sat together and we went over our finances and we owed them a little bit of money. And we knew about that and they knew about that. So we set the record straight with them and it was just fine. We sat down and took concrete action and had a rational discussion. That's how we have to deal with all negativity. For me personally, I've lived enough years that I've had a few setbacks in my life, a few disappointments, a few outright dismal failures. And each one of them, when I was going through them, they seemed like the end of my world. I felt like a failure. I just didn't understand. But when I came out the other end, I was generally, I think, a better person for the experiences. And my life has just kept improving. And I had wonderful experiences because of most of those mishaps and failures and downturns. I think the coronavirus is going to be that for a lot of us. And I think this is a great time. Mindfulness is a big word right now in the world. I think this is a great time to practice that. Those who pray, pray. Those who meditate, meditate. If you use affirmations or visualizations or ceremony or positive talk, use your tools. Go back to your basic tools and don't fall into fear and don't give your power away. Definitely not to the media. And be careful of doctors because they're kind of overwhelmed by this too. If I've learned many things in my life, and I hope I've learned a few, it's really that how we think, how we react, we can control. And, if we make a mistake, I have faith that I can always undo my mistakes, and so can you. And if we die, well, someone said to me the other day, death, your friend, you grew up in a funeral home. Well, I'm not in a hurry to die. And when I lose friends and family to death, I feel a great loss in my life. But if I died right now, I'd feel like I had a fun and meaningful life. And I didn't get done all the things I wanted to do. I didn't create or write all the things I wanted to do. But I've known love, I've known life, I've known adventure, I've known successes and failures. And I think all of us have to take stock now. This is a great opportunity, especially if you end up spending more time at home alone or with loved ones than you usually do. It's a great time to take stock in all you have to give thanks for. Because when we're giving thanks for things in our lives, for our lives, we're not fearing. And death is just, I believe strongly, you can believe whatever you want, but I believe it's just a doorway to a better tomorrow. And that could take many forms and there's many belief systems, and I'm not preaching any of them. But I am preaching fear is our enemy. Our fears, our doubts, our insecurities. They've cut me short for years, and I urge all of you, don't fall into fear. Visualize the coronavirus ends reasonably and brings good lessons with it. Pray for those who have died from it and those who are suffering because of it. And prepare, set good priorities. What's most important to you? This is a good time to tell people you love them, or that you care about them. And anyone who's watching this and knows I love them and care about them, I'm glad you heard it. So don't give in to fear. I'm betting 5 months from now, this will be like so many other disasters. And if I'm wrong, then 5 months from now, it'll be a new challenge. And we'll talk about that. This is Michael Peter Langevin for the Echo World's Magical Extras this week. Enjoy, and thanks.